Could you use a quick tip daily? How about a tip that can impact your day? My name is Raphael. Join me as I bring you tips by experts around the world. These experts have shared their knowledge and wisdom with me and will directly share them with you. Make sure to subscribe, like, follow, and comment, and I would love for you to become part of the New Tip Daily community. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy Tuesday. It is Family and Communication Day. Today's topic is going to be a little dicey, if you will. It's going to be based on being kept in the dark. Think about that. Are you being kept in the dark? Part of your family, your friends, whatnot? Why does that happen? I'm going to tell you, coming from a large family, and when we used to have certain friends, we may not have told them certain things until they came to fruition, if you will. And why is that? Well, we knew if somebody found something out, that everybody would find out. So I'm going to call them a rebounder. If you said something, boom, it rebounded off of them and everybody knew about it. And there's lack of trust there. Think about that. If you can't be trusted to keep something in, to keep a secret, to not reveal something until it's due time, you are going to fall into the trap of, hey, don't tell Raphael. Hey, don't tell Johnny. Hey, don't tell Mary. Don't tell Sue. You know why? Because once you tell them, the cat's out of the bag. So think about that. So there's that trust. And then the other one that we have to consider as well is reaction. Why do we want to keep something away from somebody if every time they find something out, they fly off the handle? They get crazy. They lose it. Instead of thinking about it before and maybe considering the actions, but they lose it. They're hot-tempered. They can't negotiate through calm waters. They always have to have murky, crazy waters, a storm, if you will. So these are the reasons that some people may be kept in the dark because of their behavior. It all stems from behavior. So communication, connections, all of these things get better when you behave a certain way, when you can be trusted, when people know how you'll be reactive. Here's the thing about me personally. I'm probably one of the calmest persons you ever meet. Besides me and a dead person, they may be a little calmer. I'm just calm. I don't fly off the handle. I don't get crazy. I don't. It's not worth my energy. I rather use my energy for other things. So it doesn't matter what happens. I've helped people. I've set shoulders in place when people's shoulders have popped out. I've fixed noses. I've done, and people are like freaking out. So and so, they're on the floor. Their shoulders out. I walk over calmly. I ask how they're feeling, and then I gently ask, "Is it okay if I put your shoulder back in its socket?" And because they know that that's what they need, then they'll say yes. Or I'm not just going to go ahead and grab somebody's nose and put it back in place. No, I gently ask them, how you feeling? Is it okay? How much pain are you in? And then I go ahead and I easily and just say, hey, how are you doing? Good morning, James. Thank you so much for joining me, my friend. Hey, we need to talk soon, by the way. I have some stuff I want to go over with you, my friend. So happy you're here this morning. When we engage with somebody, we should be calm. We should be relaxed. So the last nose I fixed, um, I gently talked to them. And actually, it was my son. I went to pick him up and I said, "What happened to you?" He goes, "Oh, I got hit with a ball." I said, "Okay. You know, your nose is broken." He's like, "Yeah." And then I went to talk to his mother and I said, "Why did you not tell me that his nose is broken?" "Well, I figured you'll take him to the hospital when he." "Oh, now you leave it up to me." But so I said, "Okay." So then I took him and I said, "Hey, you have two choices. We can go to the hospital," because he was little, I think, I don't know, maybe 5, 4, or something like that. And I said to him, I said, "You have two choices. We can go to the hospital and we can wait there several hours in the emergency room until they take you, or we have plans. We can go to do these things and I can fix your nose and it'll take like not even 10 seconds." And he was terrified. He said, "No, no, no, no." I said, "Okay, we're going to go to the hospital." And guess what they're going to do? They're going to do exactly the same thing I'm going to do. So finally, my older son convinced him. He goes, "Just let dad do it. Dad knows what he's doing. He's fixed many noses before." So finally he gave in. I said, "Okay, count to three. One, two, pop." I popped it back in. And he was like, "That's it?" I said, "Yeah, that's it." And he was thrilled. We went and we did everything we needed to do. And then what wound up happening is he doesn't look like he's ever had his nose broken. Why? Because it was easy. Now, don't get me wrong, had it been a really bad situation, he would have been in the hospital. Thank God it wasn't. And when it's minor things, do we freak out? Do we mess things up? Do we go and tattletale? Do we go and do one of so many things that people no longer trust us? So one of the things that I also teach children, and this is a great lesson for adults also, is to when they're being bullied, because guess what? Adults get bullied as well. When someone bullies you, I think this is the lesson I teach everybody. First, you have to tell them to stop doing it. And one of them is if they're getting physical, you got to put your hands out in front of you. This way they stay away. You're creating a distance, right? And you got to tell them to stop it. And then you point to yourself and you say, "I don't like it." And then here's the good part. You got to let them know. You got to give them instructions. So a bully, we always give instructions to. We say, first is stop it. That's the first instruction. Second, we tell them how we feel. "I don't like it." And third, we need to give them full instructions and don't do it again. And then if they're a child, they need to go tell an adult. And why is that important? Because we're stopping that bully in their tracks, hopefully. And so that that bully, once an adult knows, an adult can handle it, we're going to help that bully not become a bully to someone else, because that's what happened. So if a bully is bullying somebody, they're not going to stop at one person because they didn't get caught. They're going to do it again, and they're going to do it again, and they're going to do it again. That's why it's important when somebody steals something, including your child, if they take something from the candy store or anything like that, is to put it back and make sure they apologize. So they're a little embarrassed. So they need to understand the consequences behind everything that they're doing. So, are you trustworthy? Sometimes it people leave you in the dark because you're not part of the clique. And so many times I feel like I'm not part of a clique. And it kind of stinks. But guess what? It doesn't matter. Because if you're not part of the clique, they're not going to give you the insights. So, do you need the insights? Or can you sustain yourself and love yourself enough to say, I don't need those insights? So, am I in the dark? Nah, I don't care. As long as you're a good person, you're going to be okay. Thank you so much for being here with me. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about your health and your fitness. And we're going to talk about yogurt. Yogurt. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about yogurt and why we even have any and what happens to your body when you eat yogurt. Let's talk about that tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you then. Make sure to have yourself an exceptional day. And please like, follow, share these tips with your friends, family, colleagues. I look forward to talking to you soon. And hey, if you have a great tip, I would love to hear it. Thank you so much. Have yourself an exceptional Tuesday. I'll see you tomorrow.